Folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Monster Train run. So either yesterday or the day before, I fell like just short of killing Seraph with the Awoken Stygian combination. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again. My last victory with this combination was at rank 18, and I was just barely short. We have some medium cards here. So we have some ability to deal with back units. I have a little bit of extra card draw, and I have things that make offering cards good. Awoken Rail Spike with first Hell Pact is pretty nutty. What else am I looking at with this card, though? Like, I'm not sure that there's a whole lot of them. There's Awoken Rail Spike and Spike of the Stygian, both of which are rares. There are some event ones that are okay. I don't think I take this hedging to get one specific rare card. I think I just take Boon of the Blacksmith here for the damage. Spikes it is! Armor 10. I have spikes 10, don't I? I have spikes 10. That's a very inconvenient number. I guess if I take this, I'm using, like, Frozen Lances to finish these things off after they hit me. I would like floor 2 to not be small. Okay. Cool. You don't attack, right? Yeah, you're all the way back here, huh? So I will Vine Grasp to get the gold here. I guess I can Offering Token, it's just free to do so. Now, each other unit that I damage here is going to kill itself. Five of these is a little annoying. So I can Vine Grasp one of these. Now up to 3 of these dead. This will get a kill later. And then I can do this to try to keep something from slipping through next turn. I'm going to hope to draw a bunch of Restores over 2 turns to get this thing back up to a lot of health after what is happening here. So this kills one, that kills a second, and now it's a question of, like, Train Steward. Train Steward means that other creatures in the future aren't making it to the pyre. Oh, my champion is nearly dead. Ah, that was the brief respite turn, huh? Yikes. This sure isn't good. I need like 9-ish health on this to survive these. The one restore here is worth the first hit on the boss. But I also need to do this to kill these. I might need to do 2 of these, actually. That kills one. This is going to kill a second on the next floor. Like, this effectively has 160 health. Isn't great for me. Alright, how am I doing the most to the boss here? These kill themselves. It would take 2 frozen lances to kill this. The 2 restores is just more. Or is it? So this saves me 3 health. This hits me twice. And then dies. No, I didn't change the clock, unfortunately. Pyre is getting brutalized here. We did not start out particularly strong. At least the Pyre has bonus attack power, so this isn't as bad as it would normally be under other circumstances. I don't really have a unit to Razor Sharp Edge yet. I'm probably picking up something. Like, there's a lot of sweepers and stuff that this would be pretty good with, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this. And I think I'm going to take the tactical killing of Flash Freeze over the raw damage of Helical Chrysalis for now. And these are both great with the Razor Sharp Edge that I just picked up. I'm going to take the Animus of Will. I have some ability to kill stuff via spells already, so the sweep is slightly less useful than it otherwise might be. Check out what's going on here. Large Stone is awesome, and I have both Heartstone and Strength Stone here. At 150 gold, I can't buy all 3. That's something to keep in mind with this pick. Titan Sentry is insane. So now I just have to make a decision about, like, what is happening with this Animus of Will. I think I like Large Stone on Titan Sentry. Like, applying 3 Frostbite to all enemy units while also dealing 15 is pretty solid. There's a lot of gold early for this upgrade. I do have a Hellvent next floor. So whatever super unit I make, I can duplicate. So I can make 2 giant Titan Sentries and have 2 floors very well guarded, and the 3rd floor well guarded because of my champion. I think I'm okay with that. It takes up a lot of space, though, if I duplicate that. But it's pretty hard to, like, pass up this number. It may be that I upgrade this with, like, regular attack, and just plan on hiding this behind one of my units. Maybe that's better. Like, in the short term, Animus of Will can now be a tank in and of itself if it needs to. Doing it this way probably means that I can take the challenge more successfully. What are you knowing about? Okay, alright. We're good with large zoning the multi-Kai. Alright, so all of these units are going to kill themselves on either Titan Sentry or Sentient or both. So it's like a question of order. Whichever one I play at the top is going to take more of a beating. Top and bottom are the large floors here. Titan Sentry makes more sense being at the bottom because, like, the things that get frostbite. Yeah. I think we do that. We'll put Titan Sentry down here, kill some of this small stuff. We will just hit one of these and restore them. How you doing up there, buddy? Not great. I guess first of all, you're dead. Second of all, you're dead. Third of all, I play this. I don't feel like I need the Sentient to win this fight. I feel like this fight is won on the bottom floor. I think I'm just going to do this. So, I didn't realize this initially. I thought... I'm going to slow down combat here. Okay, not for that floor. Alright, that didn't work. So, Titan Sentry is Frostbite to enemy units. So it's everybody. Not just one unit. Which is what I originally thought. I thought, like, you hit him, you got Frostbite. No, just, like, everyone takes it. And that's very good. Okay, hold on. Game speed. Go back to Super Ultra, please. And everyone's dead. Titan Sentry is nuts. Wildwood Sap and Glimmer are both fantastic. If I'm going to a Merchant of Magic next floor, I'm going to pick Glimmer. If I'm not, I might just take Wildwood Sap. Yeah, I'm gonna Hellvent and probably duplicate my Animus on the next floor. And that kind of just makes me want to have some regen for large units. I have 2 offering tokens. I'm totally good with taking a Titan's Tooth. I do not like either one of these units. Just generally speaking, I find both of these units underpowered. I would rather try to get other units elsewhere in the run than put either one of these into my deck. Like, Siren of the Sea scales very slowly, and Nameless Siren is just mediocre. It scales faster than Siren of the Sea does, but I'm just not impressed by these cards. I'd rather have, like, a sweep unit or something like that. So we passed on the X card artifact at the beginning of the run, which would have made the regular Rail Spike totally fine. I tend to just pass on this event. I just haven't hit the situation where I think either one of these is just insane. I don't like adding permanent copies of cards to my deck. Alright, we've got some fat. We are scaling pretty well as of right now. We don't have the whole run, like, figured out yet, by any stretch of the imagination. That's awkward, because I want to play. I have 2 Animus of Wills, so they need to go on these floors, and if I want to have a tank in front of them, which I do, then they need to be on the 5 pit floors. And I can't get rid of this turn. I do have my totem. Is it a totem? I do have my channeler to think about, my Wildwood Custodian for the additional draw. But I just, like, really don't want to set up on this floor. But I also don't want to play this into 10 damage if I can avoid it. Or this into 10 damage. Like, these are tankier than these. That's weird. I could just, like, play this as essentially my bait on floor 1, and then set up on floors 2 and 3 for the majority of my fight. That's probably fine, and makes my initial turn considerably less awkward. That means that I can also play my Channeler behind my Animus on the top floor. Man! Again with the constructed explosives. I don't have 2 attacks to deal with it. Alright, so number 1, like, get you dead. Number 2, like, we're playing this out. You can just eat some damage here. And I need to be thinking about Wildwood sapping either you or you. I don't super care about you. I do legitimately care about the Titan Sentry. I think I'm going to put this on the Titan Sentry. It represents more healing on the bottom floor. But the bottom floor doesn't feel like it's like where I'm doing my damage, and so I need to protect it. I would much rather just, like, stack the regen up here and make it relevant for longer in this fight. Hey, fine and Andy. So this could be the turn where I let this unit die, or I can choose to keep it alive pretty easily by Razor Sharp edging this. I'm going to do that. While I want to be stacking my regen here to just keep this at full health, I think this is better as a whole. And now I can either protect your health or start putting some more Frostbite on the boss. I think the boss melts very easily on floor 2. So let's just keep you alive for a touch longer. You're, like, alive awkwardly at 1 health. Alright, thank you, offering token. Now I can save 10 life here and get a whole bunch of damage in on the boss. And I would like to draw the Custodian that's on the bottom of my deck. Alright, well, Well, I found it. We'll put it here. I guess I hit this, hit this, keep the regen up on you. Boss should be very easily dead on floor 2. Yeah. Easy. We're offered another X card after passing on the card that makes X cards better. I have heard really good things about gifts for a guard being pretty broken. It can help thin your deck a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I haven't experimented with it much, but I've heard that it's quite good. Yeah, and we would love one of these 2 sweep units. I think I'm going to go with Cold Kylia. Alright, space. This combination would be 5, this combination would be 5. Derkus, we are fighting Seraph the Temperament, so that's the one that saps your units. So I have some things that are very good against sap, in that I have the Spike Sentient Champion and Titan Sentry, and then I have 2 Animus of Wills, which are, like, normally bad against this Seraph, but we've large stoned them, so that's slightly less of a concern. It's a bit of a weird position. The Cold Kylia's Frostbite also, like, kind of ignores the sap as well. So, do we need to start out by taking space? Because, like, I have a 5 floor, I have potentially another 5 floor, and then, like, this totem as well. Titan Sentry maybe theoretically wants to go in front of an Animus of Will. Sentient is probably going in front of Cold Kylia. And Animus is probably on its own on 1 floor right now. Space is okay. I haven't taken a lot of things that really make me want to have energy, and gifts for a guard will help out as well. And I get Merchant of Magic or Merchant of Steel in either order. I want to be removing Train Steward, so I probably go to Merchant of Magic first, and then Merchant of Steel afterwards. This alleviates the awkwardness of, like, the 4 floor spawning in the wrong place. So this is legit tough. I don't really need another unit, but the Merchant of Magic on this floor has an artifact next to it. I do really need the removes. The Pyre Health is kind of whatever. All in all, pretty close choice between the directions. Like, I have to go 1 merchant 1 floor, the opposite merchant the next floor, because, like, I do need unit upgrades. My units are strong enough in the short term that I can probably wait till next floor if I want. Go, like, remove 2 Train Stewards, try to get some cost reduction stuff here, and then I want upgrades for Cold Kylia and Titan Sentry on the next floor. Alright. Spikes 20. I think I still want Spikes 20. The Revenge is tempting. Double stack Wildwood Sap is interesting. I don't know how much I get to really blow gold on the big upgrades, though. Because, like, the double stack on these are all just fine. None of these are, like, game-breaking on their own. I think I want this spell to be cheaper because it draws me a couple of cards. We're doing Gifts for Guard. I don't know how much I need Surge Stone. I kind of want to just roll the shop. See what happens here. Make the Titan's Tooth cheaper, or just make one spell free. We're hoping to discard this most of the time. We have multiple offering tokens. I think I'm just going to make the Frostbite free. Didn't want to hit Surge Stone again. Yeah. I don't feel like that shop went well for me. $105? We're dealing about 90 with an Animus of Will. We can probably do that. We'll want to put the Titan Sentry or my champion on 1 to stop the haste enablers. Top floor is small. Well, I think this floor is just going to, like, speak for itself. I think this is going to be just, like, 1, 2... Kill that. Kill that. And then we'll put our Channeler here at some point. Yeah, I probably get to get rid of you. 104? Ah, ha ha. That's so sad. Alright. Alright. So I have Cold Kylia left, who needs a tank. So Cold Kylia and Titan Sentry probably need to be on the same floor, and then Animus needs to be on a different floor. Yeah, Durkus, I'm not happy about that. But I think it's right. Like, I don't want to let this through as of right now. 1 point of damage short. Like, as soon as we draw Razor Sharp Edge, we don't run into that problem again. That just kind of is what it is. I think we're going to go floor 2 Titan Sentry for boss reasons, and floor 3 Animus. Yeah, so now we're in the same situation as last turn. So Cold Kylia needs to go here. Why have I lost damage from last turn? Last turn I was doing 104. And now I am doing 94. Oh, maybe I Frozen Lanced last turn? I guess that's kind of awkward. I probably stack up enough Frostbite on floor 2 that I just kill you. On floor 3, we can do 65. Maybe not. Things got a little weird. Alright, well, let's Gifts for a Guard and see where this goes. Maybe I'm not as good at doing this challenge as I initially thought that I was. Assuming this is kind of weird. I can move you to the front, and that's very strong. Yeah, alright, so I move you to the front. Now you are getting killed. I don't need to worry about you or you. I need to worry about you. That probably means we do something like Razor Sharp Edge on top floor. So that ends up being 36 times 3, which is 108. Which is good. This consumes this, though, which is slightly awkward. Now I think we're looking at Wildwood Sap and Regen here, plus maybe Wildwood Custodian to smooth out future turns. Hey Nathan, welcome. You hang out and watch this game enough, you know, maybe you'll get your own copy. Game's so good. Alright. Oh wow, you're back to full? You're almost full. You are taking damage. So this doesn't really matter, but like, I'll flash freeze you. And now, like, do I want to heal you up, or... I think I just stack regen here to make living through the boss a little bit easier. But I think we're good. Yeah. We're good. These multi-strike Animus are going to carry me through the initial stages of this run. Spell weakness 2 to enemy units when they enter the floor below the pyre room. I don't have a big hit hard card, but I still think I collect this. Bramble Lash is situational. I need to draw it at the right time, but it's very good with my champion. We've been offered a handful of good cards. Spreading Spores is okay, but better if you have a regen-focused unit, which I don't. Like, Spreading Spores plus, like, cost reduction twice gets pretty dumb. But, like, Bramble Lash represents a ton of damage. Yeah, Nathan, if you take a look at the bottom here, there's always a skip option for card and artifact rewards. Ooh, a Guardian Stone? I have room as of right now, since I took capacity. Yeah, I can take that. So, let's try to have a better shop than last floor. Quick sweep? Quick sweep. I will need another upgrade on this, though. So 6 damage quick sweep kills a lot of units. And then plus 25 life on you is pretty easy. Will I reroll the shop to try to get more life on Titan Sentry? I think so. I'd like to do removal and event here. And I'd like to go this side in all likelihood when we get to here, assuming I get something good to duplicate. I don't think I have anything worth spikesing. Alright, let's see what happens here. I love the Shark. Titan Sentry's so good. I don't get to go Locket. So, this event's really interesting. I think we go +3 on a random floor, because I have the possibility of, like, building a floor that has 9 capacity. So that could be like 3, 6, 7, 8. So it could be, like, in some worlds, it's like tank, Animus, and the incant Guardian Stone. We won't always set up that way, but that makes duplicating, like, another unit viable in a floor or two. It also means that other unit picks are strong. Spikes seems fine. My totems don't have any attack power at the moment, so they're not going to kill themselves. This boss is going to murder itself on spikes and frostbite. Let's see which floor is large. Middle floor is large. I think I'm gonna start setting up a super floor here. Put this here to try to maybe get a collector on. Very happy with turn 1. No, I'm not sponsored by Monster Train. I just love the shit out of this game. Would love to be sponsored. Like, very much would be on board with that. Old Kylia probably ends up killing herself at some point. So I don't think I'm going to put her on the middle floor. I think I just want to put, like, another Animus here. And then I'll put, like, Shark bottom floor. What's happening to you? Like, I can Vine Grasp this unit to kill it. I can just play this, let it take 10 this turn, and then use it to clear out some waves next time. Yeah, that's probably fine. Like, I'll just kind of get what use I can out of that unit. So this happens, and then the rest of the turn is more interesting. Maybe it's not. Like, I probably have to just Guardian Stone. Probably here. And then Titan Sentry here. Is this Train Steward going to live through this fight, by the way? Yeah, I think Champ plus this is just going to kill everything, and I just need to make sure that, like, these things don't kill themselves on spikes before everything else is dead. Just for a guard might help out with that. Like, get some regen here. Yeah, so this is a heal for 22. So that goes here. Oh! Sweep? Sweep how much? Sweep 6, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I can keep you alive. I can keep you alive. Are you doing fine down here? You're doing fine down here. So, heal ya. Hit. 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 Alright, keep it at 1. And then I guess you can kill yourself on some spikes over 2 turns. I mean, I'm very happy that we got this to live. I, like, really was not expecting it. Wildwood Sap on Champion, or stack up the Frostbite here. Boss is hitting in stacks of 25. So I regen. So this puts me to 45. So playing 2 of these here stacks up a lot more frostbite. But I kind of think that my primary stand is on this floor. I don't know. Like, it is 3 frostbite per hit. That's 15 frostbite from the first time, 30 frostbite from the second time. Yeah, maybe it is better here to, like, at least get me to 51 life. Because 51 life represents more hits. And I don't remember whether or not the boss spawns with any other creatures. If it does, more regen here is relevant. If it doesn't, then just regenning here is fine. I think I'm gonna restore here. Alright, yeah, it spawned by itself. Hello, Free Titan's Tooth! Welcome! How are you? Yeah, we'll just, multi-strike another one of these. Do this here. And I don't think this decision is very meaningful. The boss has 40 frostbite before I even do anything else. Got him. Ooh! Ooh! Combo. Alright, so our pyre has 15 extra damage from Boon of the Blacksmith. Now it loses 5 damage, but we daze things that get up there. That's going to help a lot when we start running into some 190 HP units that I can't kill in one go. I don't think Awake is fantastic if I'm not upgrading it immediately. I think I'm trying to go for a good event here. I'm not going to have money to buy something from the Merchant of Trinkets. So the way I don't see myself needing more unit upgrades as of right now, because it's things like my totems that I'd be upgrading. And if I'm not going to go to a Merchant of Magic, I think I'm just going to skip out on that stuff. Multiple Guardian Stones on the super floor is kind of ridiculous. Let's math that out. So let's say I have 9 on a floor. Tank is 2, 3, so 2, 5, 8, 9. If I play if on my super floor instead of multiple Animus I have Cold Kylia, I can fit 2 armor totems on the same floor. Otherwise, having a Guardian Stone on another floor is still okay. I was offered very good cards here. I'm going to take a Guardian Stone, and there's going to be some times where we make it work and it's gross, and there's going to be other times where, like, maybe it just jumps in front of the bus. So this gets the last of the Train Stewards out of the deck, which is a-okay with me. Let's see what I'm missing out on. Honestly, I'm fine with missing out on this. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Vapor Funnel Heaven's Gold? Yeah, Vapor Funnel Heaven's Gold seems pretty silly. So, like, we daze the enemies, and then they just get, like, shot with a golden laser from the pyre. As much as I love these other cards, yeah, I think we're getting aggressive. Like, the pyre is at 59 damage. Huh. So, we might... I wonder how much gold we're going to spend for the rest of the run. This fight is probably going to be hard. I'm probably going to take pyre damage due to Bell putting crap in my deck. Because I didn't take Ember the first time around. Super floor is top floor. Eight. Oh, I see. So this got small floor and large floor simultaneously. I see. So I really need to play this here, I think. I need to kill these so that they don't keep adding Weight of Contritions. And now the question is, like, what am I doing with these? And I may or may not be building a super floor. I may be kind of diversifying a bit for this run. I would like Cold Kylia on this floor to sweep out these things in future turns to save the health for this unit. I have 8 up here, so this could be 6 and 2. Then play Cold Kylia and 2 armor units. And leave a floor empty. Rip Wildwood Custodian. Yes! This is just like... I let this Alabaster Guardian just stay there, like, literally the entire fight. And I can never play a Frozen Lance on floor 2 to kill anything that gets through? That's weird. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Alright. We play Cold Kylia, whose quick here is just absolutely clutch. Now we get an Offering Token, which is free armor. Discard that. Great. Never too early to start doing this. These things, though. These things are so good. Luckily, Quick is also stupid, so we have our own broken and degenerate stuff. Alright. Free stuff. Free Bramble Lash that also exhausts. Free Titan's Tooth that also exhausts. Well, alright. Nuke you. Then things get slightly more interesting from here. I kind of want to play stuff on floor 1 for Frostbite reasons. 76 is, like, very easily handled by this floor. But I also might want Frostbite on the boss. Yes, I'm a Magic player and a Slay the Spire player and a Binding of Isaac player, and basically, if it's like a roguelike or a high-level strategy game, I enjoy it. Prior to about 2 weeks ago, well, I guess like 3 now, this was primarily a Magic the Gathering channel. Now it's like 80% Magic, 20% Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is also great. Like, what a fun game. purging... Like, am I having energy for this turn? Probably not. I'm probably just discarding it. Yeah. So, Durkus, what I say is, if you're a Magic player, Slay the Spire is the game that I recommend the most to you. And if you're a Slay the Spire player, the game that I recommend the most to you is Monster Train. It's a little circular, but it seems to make sense to me. So I'm thinking about whether or not I want to redraw Wildwood Custodian. Like, I can play it to just effectively consume it here. Just, like, let it die. Or I can just get more incant triggers on this floor, which I think is more valuable. Alright, how am I doing with the double units here? Everyone's dying. I'm gonna have to watch your health later, but I don't know that it's actually gonna matter. It seems like we pretty handily beat this boss at this stage. Let's discard that. Let's get some regen and armor. These numbers are probably good. Then I guess I just, like, hit you for more armor. Yeah, I hope Monster Train, like, catches on enough. Stop making these. I hope Monster Train catches up enough in... Not catches up. Takes off enough so that, like, they continue to produce content for this, sort of like games like Dead Cells are, where they've been out for a while, but they're still adding more to it. Because, like, I would love to see the other clans. One of the original goals for this game was to have, like, a clan for each circle of hell. So, like, maybe we get more of those in the coming months, and I would be just, like, ecstatic about that. Yeah, I think I just keep discarding this every time I draw it, rather than purge it from my deck. It's kind of weird. Fine Andy, thank you very much for gifting the sub, friend. I do appreciate it. And Durkus, hope to see you around a little bit more. Enjoy your emotes. Do I want this one on Cold Kylia, actually? Nah, I get more hits with it up here. And I think at this point, this one just goes at the boss's face. Okay, fine. We will purge the ultimate penance. I'll do it. So this is the one turn where we see if Alabaster Guardian does something in this fight, it can, like, keep me from playing an ultimate penance. Or, sorry, a Frozen Lance. Yeah, there we go. I've consumed my Flash Freeze, but that's fine. Like, Fel has 52 Frostbite. Yeah, you have saved Fel a few points of damage. Oh, wow, just getcha. 22 health here is pretty big as well. Gotcha! Oh, these are cards. Whew! Whew! What a rare pack. Okay. Aha! Wow. So, Channel Song hitting one of my Animus to give it, like, effectively plus 60 power is nuts. Quick for 60 damage on one of my Animus is nuts. And if I can put, like, a holdover on Unleash the Wildwood, that also just, like, makes either my Sentient or my Titan Sentry incredibly powerful. I think quick on this is good. I'm at 30 cards in deck. So I might not be seeing Channel Song early. Like, I haven't done a good job of removing Frozen Lances and stuff. And the fact that I have 3 totem quality units makes Channel Song worse. No, we're doing Temper Seraph. Seraph the Temperant. The Temperant. That's going to sap our units. Alright. Now what are we looking at? It's not space. It's either card draw or Ember. So I have Vine Grasps and Offering Tokens that are free. This is maybe a run that can work on 3 Ember. But assuming I have an okay setup, I have some extra draw from Wildwood Custodian, which makes me lean towards Ember. I would also like to take some big heavy-hitting spells like Helical Crystallis or Ancient Synergy that I don't have right now. I think I take Ember. I think as of this exact second, card draw is better than Ember, but I think Ember is better than card draw long-term. Another Animus? I want the artifact. I'm pretty sure of that. Going left and removing 2 Frozen Lances is cool. But, like, artifact plus duplication seems very strong. And then I can, like, duplicate plus Merchant of Magic on the last floor as well. It's weird how much money I want to spend, though, because, like, our Pyre is a monster right now. See what's going on here. Oh, why would you tempt me like this? It's Volatile Gauge, which, in my opinion, is one of the most broken artifacts in the game. But Founding Seal, making it so that both of my Guardian Stones trigger an additional time, is a ton of sustain on my super floor. I think too many of my cards are 0 or 1 to take Volatile Gauge, as much as I love it. And it's floor 7. I don't get much time to pivot. Oh, that one stings! Yes, Gifts overrides Gauge, and Cost Reduction overrides Gauge as well. So, like, let's say you have a 3 cost card, and you put a -1 cost on it, it can never cost 3. It will always cost at least... It will always cost 2 or less. I think I'm taking a 3rd Animus. Like, it's just very tanky, it hits very hard. Assuming the superfloor gets 9 spaces, it's Animus, Animus, 1 armor unit, Animus, Animus, 1 armor unit, tank. And then, like, I can actually spread some stuff out effectively on other floors. Triple Animus. If you don't do it, you're a coward. Sounds about right. Enemy units appearing on each floor is literally free, right? Because we have Vapor Funnel. So, like, we just Vapor Funnel and they take 87 damage. I believe this is free. Unless it's the ones that explode, then it does do some fire damage. Well, I've hung around Twitch chat enough to know. So hopefully we can just, like, kill a couple of these things by putting down either a Spike Sentry or a Sentient or something on one of the top 2 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think I am going to start by casting Offering Token on this floor and seeing if we draw Titan Sentry. We do not. Okay, so we discard this. Now we Gifts for a Guard and see if we draw Titan's Tooth. We do not. Okay. Bit of a whiff. It's okay. I think I'm looking at setting up floor 2 as super floor. This unit is going to be annoying. I guess kind of the question is, like, do I want to take 0 fire damage? I can take 0 fire damage by playing Sentient up top. It's probably okay to do so. No, these things extinguish and explode, so it's going to go up to the top floor, get dazed, and then the pyre is going to hit them and they're going to explode. So this is 5, 10, 15 damage to the pyre. I think we can take 0 fire damage. We want to draw Titan Sentry next turn to make up for this. What a tease. What a tease. Quick on bottom floor is nice. I would like Shark plus an armor unit on this floor. So I think that means Old Kylia is going here with Animus of Will. I can put an armor unit here and an armor unit here along with the Shark. And then put this up here. I don't want to put it here because of the sweep. And we can do this and still get the Collector, amazingly. I do need my Shark right now, though. Okay, I technically could have waited 1 turn, but I really wanted it now. So this is pretty easy. Vine Grasp you to the front. And then not quite have you dead if I Razor Sharp Edge. This is worth 24 extra damage on a unit with Multi-Strike 2. I think it goes here instead. Okay. Quick. Quick so I don't get Ember Drain here is nuts. I only get to play 3 of these cards. I think we're going Guardian first, Quick here for the Incant, and then we'll Flash Freeze and just save a little bit of... No, you have Quick. The Flash Freeze is just going here, because it's the only thing that makes sense. Do I have about 100 worth of quick? I do have about 100 worth of quick. I can just kill you next turn, and I can actually just get some armor here. Yep. Bramble Lash on the wrong turn, though. I want Bramble Lash up here. Guardian Stone is awkward with Pyre Wings on this floor. More awkward on the next floor. Bubble, go out of the way. So I have 5 here, so this is currently living. Guardian Stone can go on the top floor instead. I can also just give you some Frostbite. There's a world where you do get through. This is so much of my energy, though. Like, I'd rather Razor Sharp Edge you. This isn't actually going to be worth that much armor on the top floor. I think I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I think our middle floor handily kills the boss anyway. Alright. Let's get some armor going. That's a lot of armor. Consuming these offering tokens is a little weird, but it's whatever. Alright. Yes. Yes. So close. So close. Frozen Lance probably changes math. So I want you to be below 88 health, and you're currently at 91. Nice. As much as I wanted to play that Wildwood Sap, I don't think it was correct to. I don't think 3 damage of Vine Grasp is worth it here. I think I'm just passing the turn. Bottom floor was not very strong. This floor, though, this floor is great. That's a lot of... Oh! Oh! Okay. I think I'll take an Awoken Rail Spike. I have 4 Ember. I don't actually get that much cost reduction by doing it. I just treat it as like a one-time draw spell. Just draw X cards and cast them. I think that's okay. It's not insane. This isn't like a Kindle plus a Awoken Rail Spike, draw my whole deck. Or like remove Consume from it, go off sort of thing. Our Pyre is dealing 142. Like, our Pyre can murder just about anything that gets through. Although, like, we might spend a lot of money, it's hard to tell. Like, it depends on how good the shops are. There's a lot of Guardian Stones. With these incant abilities triggering an additional time, it's like totally good. Guardian's Amulet is also fine. Good with a Woken Rail Spike and my 2 offering totems. Yeah, the Pyre has sweep. The Pyre shoots a giant fireball, it hits everything. I mean, Seraph has what, between 2,500 and 4,000 health? It would need more health than it has. So, what broken things can I do at the Merchant of Magic? Duplicating my Quick Tome is pretty cool. Holdover Bramble Lash is interesting. Removing Consume from Awoken Rail Spike is interesting, but like maybe not good since I have gifts for a guard. Like, is just removing 2 Frozen Lances from my deck so that my deck is thinner better than duplicating a card? Like, I probably don't buy any unit upgrades if I go right, but I do buy stuff if I go left. This one's hard because, like, I have not removed any Frozen Lances from my deck at all. So my deck is a little fat. Yeah, I don't know how much money I should spend. Like, it's a very real thing, right? Because, like, right now we almost have enough money to just kill 180 health units that get up there. But, like, nothing is making it through our forces anyway right now. That probably means it's correct to go left and blow money. Permafrost Bramble Lash for a good turn is okay. Ew! Those suck! Like, Jackstrips is great early. Concussive Coals is bad because, like, we're a Spikes and Frostbite damage build based on, like, revenge hits. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is reroll this shop. That feels bad. Like, Cursed Binds is not exactly fantastic. I don't think Gnarled Root works with the spikes that are innate on our creatures. I believe it works with things like Sharpen that add spikes to your units. Yeah, I don't know. Let's blow a bunch of money at the magic shop and then see where our attack damage is at. So I would like... Oh, okay, so it does work with the champ, but it's just one more. Okay. Bramble Lash being 1 sounds great to me. I think restores healing for more is relevant. I do like Permafrost on Bramble Lash. Like, having that at a critical moment, like when creatures are on the right floor, seems really good to me. That's worth the gold. Like, Pyre is still hitting for 1 billion. You want me to meme with a Awoken Rail Spike, do you? Yeah, it feels like we're winning, Nathan. It sure does. I think the easiest way to beat this Seraph is going to be remove Consume from Wildwood Sap, reduce its cost by 1, and then duplicate it. And just put a whole bunch of regen on one of my tanks, whatever tank is at the front of my super floor. That seems like a great way to just, like, cheese this win. Fire is still hitting for 100 even after I spend all of this gold. It is. I'll give you that. But it's also very good when, like, it works. Like, very good. So now the question is, how much gold do I spend to remove bad cards from my deck? Because, like, default level Frozen Lances are pretty bad. But I also just want some stuff to consume via gifts. So there's a balance here. I could also just buy the Cursed Vines. Like, maybe that makes my life a little bit easier. I'm gonna remove a couple. Like, each one of these just removes... Like, removing 2 of these costs me 15 fire damage, but, like, drastically improves my deck quality. How much deeper do I go? I think I go 1 deeper, and then leave 2 of these. That leaves this at 71 damage, which is probably enough to kill most units that have hit both of my front units. I think I'm good with this. I think this is good enough to win the run. Like, some disastrous things can happen, but... Top floor is the super floor. In an ideal world, I would like to not play this on floor 1. However, I've been given the opportunity to do this on turn 1. So I do it. The question is, like, what do I do with this unit, though? I think this one is going to just start on the super floor. We're a little lacking in card draw, but that's about it. So, super floor is probably going to be Animus, 1 Guardian, Totem, and Shark. There's a lot of damage coming here. Like, this is much more damage than I would like this floor to take this turn. So that probably means I do this, and then just play this the next run through of the deck, so that I can sweep those units. I'm kind of aggressive down here. Can't say that I'm a fan. So let's get this floor set up. I really need to play this turn. So I have Cold Kylia and this left as units. Plus 1 Guardian Stone and a Wildwood Guardian. Is this a floor 2 tank that I try to give quick to finish off things that get through floor 1? A little awkward. So Cold Kylia on 1 to sweep out this crap is what I would really like. So it can be Cold Kylia plus 2 totems on this floor, and then this is kind of by itself. Awkward turn, and I don't think we're playing Awoken Rail Spike for X equals 1 here. I think this is better served just saving me a little bit of health and getting me some armor up here. Alright, so step 1. Get sap. Get sapped. What is your base starting stats value? Very important here, 6. So sap 3 exactly negates it. So this, even though I really want to play this on the multi-strike units up above, this is pretty good here. Now my plan of using you as a tank is gone, right? Like I was maybe thinking about putting quick on you. Maybe not now, you might just be dying. Restoring Retreat would have been really good in this build. Yeah, the sap is definitely doing work against me. Like, cannot deny. I think I need to keep you more alive in the short term. I would like you to get in hits versus Seraph. I got sapped again on this floor, which is incredibly unfortunate. Do I have... I don't have Titans to hit. Let's start with this. Okay, that keeps you alive. Wonderful. Now, you're dead to quick and you're dead to quick. Am I stacking regen on you? Like, the real plan is stack regen on you for the long term, right? Let's cycle this and see what happens. Guardian Stone. I think playing my other 2 cards is too critical. Let's junk that. Quick on you is worth 60 damage, but I think I just don't have the means to protect you right now. This fight is definitely a little dicier than I was expecting it to be. Without this sweeping and killing those 5 power things, it's rough. Like, if I get sapped again on this bottom next turn, it's devastating. So I think I'm going to go towards build up this unit as much as I can. Yes. So, Durkus, there's a lot of decks where, like, you've designed them in a very specific, very linear way. Okay, good, I got sapped on the top floor. That's largely great for me. But this deck is flexible enough that it changes every fight how I want to play it. Wildwood Custodian is probably just going to jump in front and block this turn. Ooh, Gifts for a Guard is quite good. I think I'm going to junk Vine Grasp. Play Gifts for a Guard. I get 1 Bramble Lash, huh? I mean, okay. This is a good Bramble Lash. It's not hitting the boss for 420, but that's okay. We're gonna take it now. It's very valuable now. 420. Yeah. So, I need to keep stacking the regen up here. Like, I cannot have this unit die. This unit dying is disastrous. This heal for 32, though, might be better off down here. Like, the regen stacks up here do a lot of work. But we're getting close to final wave. I can probably just use Wildwood Custodian as a block this turn, save 10 on this, so I maybe get to live through another wave and just like try to get this back to max health. There are also worlds where I just like accept +1 draw for 1 or 2 turns and call that good enough. I think the draw is better than 10 health on this, but that's close. Oh, you hit my fire. How rude. Yeah, but I think I'm looking to get 20 plus regen on Titan Sentry and just win the game with it. Like, that's my long-term plan. Alright, so Cold Kylia is doing this. So you are at 11 damage. So these are both base level restores. I am not getting you. That's okay. I'd already given up hope on you. This just formalizes the fact that I have given up hope. We're up to 10, 15, 16... 17. We razor sharp edge this. I'm not killing you with quick. I can kill you with quick and end up actually almost ahead this turn. I guess I do end up ahead. Alright, final wave. Awoken Railspike turn. Awoken Railspike turn. So let's make some room in hand. So regen you up to 21 regen here. Now Quick is killing everything on this floor. Let's empty my hand. This is going here. Vine Grasping this to the front maybe saves me some life next turn. And then we'll cast Awoken Railspike for X equals 3. And we hit Gifts for a guard. Which is a little weird. I have 2 Frozen Lances in hand. Nice hits. Nice hits, I think. Champion's dead, unfortunately, but like we purge some medium quality cards from our deck. And you actually might get healed. So this brings you back up to full. I restore you. And my last card is not Titan's Tooth, my last card is Guardian Stone. Do you have Slay or anything? You'll get plus 15 armor. So right now, you have 107 plus 9. You're at 116 armor. If I give you another 15 armor, that's 131. Do I have 131 worth of quick? No. But I also don't have this much worth of quick anyway. Oh, right. Good point. So if I can't cast the Guardian Stone, I'll just, like, play it so I don't draw it next turn. Yeah. I would kind of love to kill this unit. But I don't know that I'm getting that luxury. I think we're just like discarding this. Wildwood Sap this. We're up to 26, 27 regen. It will make you hit harder, and you get a Frozen Lance. Let's see how these numbers play out. We've done it. We've done it. It kills all of our units exactly. So we kill Seraph with Frostbite. That's actually kind of hilarious. So, like, obviously we're pretty well off because, like, I can Wildwood Sap and get a whole bunch of regen. So, like, this isn't as close as it actually looks. But let's let it play out this way. Just the happy ending where everyone ends up dead. GG's, Sarah. GG's. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pull up the deck and we'll talk about the deck. I think the deck ended up good, not great. I think I made some mistakes that I want to talk about. The mistakes were small, but they mattered. There, that makes up for the run that we very narrowly lost to Seraph last time around. Okay, so I think my mistakes came in the final floor. So my logic was I would like to leave a couple of Frozen Lances in the deck for Gifts for a Guard, but the Frozen Lances were very bad draws, and I hit them at times where, like, I had Gifts for Guard and Frozen Lance in hand, so the Gifts for Guard were kind of awkward. I think I should have spent more money than I did. The Pyre only took, like, I don't know, 10 to 20 damage that fight. So I think I overestimated how many units were going to get through to the Pyre. So I think I should have spent more money to purge 2 more Frozen Lances. And I think the sooner I get my deck down to, like, essentially drawing Wildwood Sap twice in each turn cycle, the better chances I have of just decimating that run. I'm not sure about the third Guardian Stone that I picked up either. So, like, as we saw in multiple of the fights, the Guardian Stone and the Wildwood Custodians were often afterthoughts. Like, I got the primary portions of my floor set up, and usually 1 Guardian Stone set up, but rarely did I have 2 Guardian Stones on the same floor. I did one fight, and it was cool as hell, but I probably overvalued Guardian Stone a little bit more than I should have. You know, if it was the Sap Stone instead, whatever that one's called, I think it's a different story, and, like, I just snap those up every time. But even with the Founding Seal making them trigger an additional time, I was still a little bit space tight because I had 3 large stone units. Okay, so fine and Andy, short version of how that works is that a priority unit is always drawn. Let me start over. 1 priority unit is always a guaranteed draw each turn until you have drawn every priority unit. Your priority units are units that cannot be obtained via regular card rewards. So things like Imps and, I believe, Guardian Stone are cards that are not priority units. Most of your regular creatures are priority units. I don't remember if I sent you Jorbs' spreadsheet already or not, But at one point in here, I believe it talks about like which units are and aren't priority units, if that's the sort of thing that you care about. I believe it's in there in one of the tabs. I don't remember which tab. There's a lot of information in there. Okay. I only had one time for one run tonight, but I'll probably play again tomorrow at some point. I'm probably gonna play a couple runs tomorrow afternoon or evening, just kind of depending on how things go. It is my birthday tomorrow, so we'll probably hang out, play some more Monster Train. I don't see myself playing Magic tomorrow. Um, just played it today. Yeah, so we'll probably do 2 or 3 Monster Train runs at some point tomorrow. Anyway, if this is your first time here for Monster Train, please follow. I'm playing Monster Train every day or two, and there's a decent amount of Monster Train runs already up on the ThrabenU YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. Have a great rest of the night, folks. Hope to see many of you again soon.